welcome back to College Girls Uncut for week 4? 4.
Okay. Our first segment today is going to be What's Up, What's New, as we always do. So, Becca, what's up, what's new?
What's up, what's new? I have a new goal.
What is that?
Wow.
I want to be able to hold a handstand for a while.
For like how long though?
We're gonna start at a minute.
That's awesome.
1 whole minute?
Have you been able to do a handstand before?
Yeah, I could do it a lot better when I was younger.
Yeah.
But I was at the gym yesterday. I was like, this is my new goal.
I've never.
And so I just did handstands.
Wow.
When do you want to accomplish it by?
I'm not gonna set a time thing on it.
No.
How dare I ask?
But just because, like, I don't know how often I'm gonna work out. It's just a goal.
Yeah.
Just
I like
a goal.
that. In life.
In life, I want to be able to hold a handstand for a while.
Awesome.
Ellie, what's up, what's new?
I don't know. So Claire?
What's new? I have a trip with Mount Irenaeus this week. So I basically have a 3-day week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of classes. And then I'm leaving Thursday at 8 a.m. So I'm outie.
Hey.
See you never. So there's a lot of packing I need to do. I'm very excited for the trip, but a little pre-travel jitters for me personally. That's what's up, what's new?
Back to Ellie.
I'm gonna say default answer: spring break.
Woo!
We are going to Claire and our roommates and I are going to Miami, Florida. I've never been to Miami and I've never been on that side of Florida before, so I'm excited.
Awesome.
It's gonna be awesome. So our main topic for today is going to be coming into your own as a college student. We all started college as like fresh 17, 18, 19-year-olds, and there's a lot that goes into that, and now we're going to be 21, 22, and there's a lot of change that happens during these pivotal 4 years. So we're just going to each talk about our journeys with growing into ourselves, our different possibly new personalities, new leadership styles, newfound confidence. Would anyone like to begin?
Becca? Well, let's have questions.
What's
We have
our
some
question?
questions. So let's maybe we each answer a question.
Yeah.
So I think we should start off with like the one we have this one word you would describe your growth from freshman to senior year. Sorry, it was worded weird here. That you would like say that, I don't know, just to say what your 4 years were like here. I know obviously we're not done yet, but yeah. Baka, your word?
My word is willing. I think
I like that.
Throughout the 4 years I've had to be willing to take risks and also willing to fail. Or like willing to be embarrassed if something goes weird or something, or like willing to step, I wouldn't say out of my comfort zone. Weirdly enough, I don't think I've done much out of my comfort zone.
Wow.
Hot take,
You have a
maybe?
large comfort zone, though.
Yeah.
You do.
I appreciate that. But I don't know. But like willing to like show up to JWIC and meet you guys. Like
right.
I was so anxious to go because I didn't know a lot of you guys. But
So I
like,
feel like that's getting out of your comfort zone. Being anxious
Yeah.
before something and still doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it might be out of my comfort zone, but I think it's just like a step out of it. I don't think it's like a whole like leap.
That's
You know what I
okay.
mean?
But I think also, like, not to tell you how you feel, but, like, I also
Tell
feel
me.
like when you step out of your comfort zone, you are also expanding.
Your comfort zone.
Agree.
Would you even say that, though? Like, you're stepping out of your comfort zone, so then it expands far, like, wider, I guess, like, ahead of you.
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah.
more things that you're able to accomplish. Without having to do that first getting out of your comfort zone stuff. Like, your comfort zone was totally different your freshman year
Right.
Yeah,
than
that's
it
true.
is right now.
Yeah.
Like, once you do something once, like, now it's so easy for you to go to JWIC. So
Yeah.
what's the next challenge to, like, overcome?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
a great word.
No, Thank you.
Go.
I
Claire?
love
My one word is intention, I think. I think I'm a lot more thoughtful about my decisions now, whereas freshman year, you're living on your own for the first time, and, like, part of high school I was, like, doing everything that, like, my brother did, and so, like, coming here and, like, starting my own, like, my parents aren't here, my brother isn't here, like, let me just, like, not do whatever I want, but just, like, I get to just make these decisions, and there wasn't always a lot of thought in them, which wasn't always a bad thing. Like, it is good to go with the flow and be a little bit more spontaneous because I am a more structured person. But I find now that, like, the hobbies that I dedicate my time to, like, my writing is much more intentional, my friendships are intentional, the clubs that I'm in, like, even the jobs that I have, like working at the Burton is, like, silly, but, like, there was thought behind each of, like, I like music a lot, and, like, I like meeting people when I'm waitressing, I like whatever. So I think I'm a more thoughtful person.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I think you're more go with the flow now than you were before.
I agree.
Like, I don't think that you being in high school doing what your brother did made you go with the flow.
That's true.
Because I feel like when we got to freshman year of college, like, it was very structured, but I do think you're more go with the flow now.
Yeah.
Like, your routine can get disrupted.
Disrupted.
Yeah. Fine.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, sometimes maybe it wasn't the best thing.
It wasn't fine. Also, I'll say my other one word, Zoloft. That was an awesome upgrade from freshman to senior year. Take your meds if you're on meds, and there's no stigma. No shame.
No shame.
No shame.
No shame.
So I'm horrible and I didn't think of a word.
That's okay.
So I actually have no idea.
Can we give you a word?
Sure. If you have one, though.
You might be better at this than me because you've known her longer. I always say, this isn't one word, but I always say that Ellie's natural reaction to life is joy.
Yes, agree.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Thanks.
I think your one word is wisdom. Like, I always tell people that I find... Don't tear up.
Don't do it.
Oh, I'm not.
Is it your contact?
Yeah. Oh, I'm actually not.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not crying.
So sorry.
I can cut that out.
I'm not that moved.
I'm not that moved. I always tell people that I find you to be very wise, and you've always been sure of yourself, but, like, you've always had these, like, kind of, like, rules and musings about life that I feel like you're much more willing to share now. Like, you're very good at, like, I come to you with something, and, like, you can tell that I'm looking for some sort of advice, and you share it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like freshman year, like, obviously, like, you would have sat there and, like, listened to me and, like, offered advice if I asked for it, but, like, now you're very good at, like, I can tell this person needs my perspective, and you share it.
You're also this kind of tying it. You're so good at asking the right questions.
Ooh,
gosh,
agree.
Like, whenever we're
Thank
talking,
you.
you ask questions, I'm just like, whoa.
Like, I didn't think
I
of
didn't
it.
even
I didn't
think
think
of
of that.
Like, either from that perspective or, like, I just didn't think about that aspect
Agree.
about it.
Wow, that's a really honorable compliment because I feel like I'm a horrible conversationalist.
No, you're not.
You asked the best question.
Yeah, agree.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So my word's wisdom.
What is wisdom?
Word of the wise.
Word of the wise.
Where's
me.
was?
Me.
Okay. We kind of already touched on this when you talked about comfort zone,
Awesome.
but did you push yourself out of your comfort zone in order to grow?
I think, yeah, obviously. Like, duh. I think it looks different for everyone, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like every year there was a new thing that I was trying to do and, like, trying to push myself towards.
Yeah.
And, like, even though, like, technically, like, I would say, like, I don't know, like, when I just said that out loud, I was like, wait, that's a lie, because sophomore year I didn't do very much.
Wait, we founded a whole club.
Yes, I guess I was just more thinking.
Wait, cut the cameras.
But then I, like, was, like, because I, like, reflect on me, like, us, like, staying in, like, basically all of sophomore year. Like, we kind of really did, like, hibernate our sophomore year out of, like, just, like, personal reasons. But, like, I don't know, that also, like, maybe that was also pushing me out of my comfort zone because I wasn't looking for validation from people that I wasn't, like, getting joy from or, like...
Agree.
Yeah, I don't know, like, things like that. Like, I didn't feel the need to hang out with people that I didn't want to hang out with.
We stayed in because we genuinely did want to stay in. We would watch movies and eat popcorn.
And it was a lot of fun for us.
It was awesome, yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Like, for that, it was fun. And obviously, we would still do it till this day.
Yeah.
But, like, now I don't know, I guess things changed, obviously. But, yeah, I don't know.
I think that's, like, a perfect example of stepping out of your comfort zone. Because, like, stepping out doesn't need to be, like, a certain situation. Like, it can be mentally, too. And
yes.
so, like, you're doing that for, like, a mental growth purpose, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, you're recognizing if you don't want to Like, if you don't find joy in this,
Yes.
don't
Why
do
would
it.
I do it? Yeah, I feel like sophomore year is really pivotal for, I think, like, me. I know for you, Claire, it was. I feel like sophomore year is one of those years that are, like, you're already accustomed to college, so then you're coming into your sophomore year, you know what you're doing, you know your classes, blah, blah, blah. Like, you have your friends, but you're also kind of realizing, like, who is still stuck in freshman year? Who is still stuck in the mindset of, like, I'm freshly 18, 19, I'm in college, I'm on my own now. Because if you're still feeling that way your sophomore year, like, I understand, like, it is valid, but, like, also, like, you're about to turn, like, 19 or 20, like, there is some major growth that happens your sophomore year of college, where it kind of switches into you being a role model for, like, the people below you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
100%.
I feel like that's been one of my biggest, like, I was just saying this in the car that I feel like I only grew up this year. Like, I'm actually writing a Her Campus article about this, how grown-ups would ask you when you were a little kid on your birthday, like, oh, do you feel older? Like, obviously not. But, like, this year, like, I don't know when it was, and I'm sure Italy has so much to do with this, but, like, I finally do feel older. Like, not even in an egotistical way, but I feel a lot of younger faces, especially in the junior high school, looking up to me, and not just me, like, all of us. But, like, we are, like, the big girls now. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy.
And I think back to my freshman year, and I feel like it's such a different, like, I don't know, like, relationship between, like, what I felt with the seniors my freshman year.
Yes.
Like, they felt very, like strangers, and, like, yes, I was, like, I don't even want to say I looked up to them, because genuinely I didn't know enough to really look up to them. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really know, like, I'm talking, like, I feel like with dance team specifically, like, I feel like I, like, wanted them to know who I was, but, like, I wasn't, like, looking at them as a role model, but I was looking at them as the bigger kids. But then, like, I look at myself now as a senior on the dance team, and, like, these freshmen coming in that, like, I would genuinely say that I am friends with.
Yes.
Like, we are friends. Like, we talk, like, consistently enough that, like, I feel like that relationship feels so different. Because, like, literally, like, I had a few moments, like, this weekend where I was like, wait, like, this is, like, so different. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like I actually, like, know them, whereas they never knew me.
I feel like all of us have done a really good job at making our lives accessible to other people. Like, we take in information from other people, and we're also very good at, like, that you want people to get to know you, so, like, share information about yourself, share when things are good, share when things aren't bad. And I'm not saying, like, trauma dump on freshmen, not what I'm saying, but just, like, being more open, I guess.
Yeah, like, don't look at them like they're below you, which I feel like happens quite a lot.
Like, oh, they just wouldn't get it.
Yeah, that's what I say. Don't look at them like they wouldn't understand. Like, help them understand.
Help them. Yes, that's a good way to do it. Because the truth is, like, we're having a lot of, like, senior year anxiety, and, like, certain freshmen, like, in J, like, aren't going to get that. But, like, help them, like, prepare for it when they also feel it, and, like, let them be there for you. Because that feels so good to, like, that must feel so good to them. They're like, oh my god, the seniors, like, opened up to me. Like, that's so cute.
Or just, like, don't, like, shit on them for, like, literally being freshmen. Like,
they can't help their age.
You were there once.
I'm sorry. Like, we were all dumb freshmen at one point. We all wanted to go out 3 days a week. Like, we all wanted to go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and, like, we have. Like, don't sit there and tell me you haven't. When
Right.
I know you have.
Right.
Don't sit there and judge them. This is so niche to Bonaventure for going to a Hickey Taff Wednesday. Like,
it was the vibe at the time.
Don't judge them for, like, wanting to, like, have a dorm party. Like, I don't know. Like, don't judge them for those little things that, like, was so exciting and exhilarating.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. I feel like when there's, like, the big school events, people are always like, oh, well, like, blah, 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 they don't get it. Like, this is just, they're acting so stupid. Like, specifically, like, spring weekend. No, spring weekend, like, I'm sorry, like, maybe I did embarrass myself a bit.
Okay.
And that's okay.
And if we do it this year,
then
like, you're only in college once.
Because honestly, it was fun.
Yes.
It was so much fun. So, like, embarrass yourself, freshman.
Yes.
Embarrass yourself. Like, do all the things. Go to all the little things. Like, go to bingo. Go to the parties.
Yes.
Like, it's what it's there for.
Yeah.
And it's fun to be like, oh, like, my first night at train. Like, I don't know.
It was the vibe at the time.
It was the vibe at the time.
It
And
was.
you know what? It was really exciting going in there.
Yes.
Crawling through that window was really fun. Okay.
I don't even know how to go away from that.
Crawling through the window was really fun.
That's pivotal. That's when I grew up, actually. That was my maturity moment. That I was like, wait.
I'm entering.
I was just hoisted through a window right now.
This is awesome. Okay, where do we even leave off of? I don't even know.
I don't even know. I remember you saying that this was
one
the
of-
first time you felt like
We had an older
yeah.
sister vibe.
yes.
Sorry.
I'm talking about when you said that you grew up for the first time this year.
Oh, yeah.
Did anyone else? 21 was the first time I actually felt older.
Yes,
Like
agreed.
on my 21st birthday, I'm like, oh my god.
Like,
Like
wait.
I feel it.
I'm like, frontal lobe.
I feel
Developed.
it. I don't know when I did, honestly.
You did a while ago.
I don't know.
No, I just have always found you so wise. That,
So
like,
wise, so grown.
I don't know. I think it's also like helped that I just like grew up with older sisters though. Like
Yeah.
they
and you
kind of
are a
did.
year older than us.
I am, but like that doesn't say anything though because I still grew up at the same. At, like,
True,
the same,
true.
The same pace.
Yeah.
Like just because I'm like 22, like I'm still a senior with you guys.
Yeah, fair.
And like I was in kindergarten when you guys were in kindergarten.
True.
Like I was there.
You were there.
And I stayed back in kindergarten because of really horrible anxiety and like me not being able to speak in front of people. So I didn't think I was ready to move up. That's where if some people might not know that. So yeah, I feel like I still grew. I mean, like I grew up with you guys. Like
True.
we are the same
Yeah.
age. Like I feel like maturity wise we are.
I
Yeah.
forget that you're older.
Yeah, I'd
true.
say- I sometimes I don't like when people say that because I'm like, wait, like then where do I fit in? Because I don't fit in up here, but then I don't fit in down. Like you know what
I
I
don't
mean?
mean that
Right.
as in like you're immature. I mean that as in like you're so equal to us.
Yeah.
No. I'm not saying I didn't. No, I
Okay.
didn't hear what you were saying. Like when people are like, well, like you're a year older anyway, though, and I'm like, wait, but like, I still like
You grew up with us.
Yeah.
when you were in 8th grade, I was in 8th grade. Like it's not like I don't know, like
You went through life at the same time.
because then it's like, wait, so am I a year at a post grad or am I like a senior in college? Like I can't like be in between a year.
Yeah.
Like, that's impossible.
Right.
Possible.
So yes, I'm a senior. Yes. So yeah, but I don't know. Because I don't even think like 21 and 22 is that different.
It's not.
Personally, I have not felt that yet. But yeah, I don't know.
I feel like 21, 22, and maybe the early part of 23 are all the same.
23 scares me. 23 scares the crap out of me. I'm sorry. I'm so afraid to be 23. I feel like 23 is like,
Wait, why?
I don't know, it's a kind of like a random year. Grace said that too. Like,
Really?
my sister Grace is 23 right now, and like she turned 23 in June, and I don't know, 23 is just kind of like a random year of your life.
It
See, I'm
is.
scared of like the 24, 25.
I'm
era.
so excited to be 24.
Really?
I think 24 is so cool.
I want to be 25 so bad.
24 being like, I'm 24. Like, I don't
guys,
know.
was my terrified
Wait,
years.
really? I think being 24 is so cool. I don't know why.
You just have to go over the hump of 23.
No,
Right,
literally.
right.
I just have to like literally hide for an entire year and then I'm ready to come out again.
But 23 is where everything is going to change. Like, that's when...
It sounds young too. I don't know what it is about the number 3, but like I'm like, oh, I'm 23. Like, oh.
But I'm 24.
You're like, wow, you're 24.
You're 24.
Now,
Wow.
when I actually become 24, I'm probably like, why did I even say
Why did I
this?
say this?
I hate
Cut the
it.
cameras.
I'd rather be 22, but like, yeah, I don't know. I do like being 22. I feel like 22 is a fun age.
Yeah.
22's been fun. But I also like feel like you also need to realize that like 22, like it's not old.
No.
No.
You are still so young. Like I feel like
So
people like
young.
wish their life away. Where like all throughout your 20s and your 30s, you're still so young. Like it doesn't like
You're not
Yeah.
even at midlife crisis.
exactly like you haven't reached that point yet. There's so many other things ahead of you. So I don't know. What were we again? So now this is us rambling again.
Awesome. What's our next
Awesome.
bullet?
How did you evolve into your persona?
My persona.
If you want to elaborate, you wrote the question.
Yeah, that's on me. That's on me. But this was like stream of consciousness last
Okay,
night.
that's perfect.
Thank you. I guess like at least for me, it took a while to like. Literally, there was I think one night freshman year where I made a note. I made a note in my notes app that was like things I like, things I don't like, because I was literally like learning about myself all over again. Because like obviously like I had hobbies, like there were like foods I liked and didn't like dirt.
Yeah.
But like I feel like I have a much more solidified personality now than I did freshman year because I was like I wasn't like yeah, whoa. I wasn't, like, evolved yet. So I, like, got to know myself and, like, not recreate myself. Because I still feel like I'm a similar person, but...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you learn more about yourself the more you get older.
Exactly.
Yeah. True. Yeah, that's life. I have no idea.
I would say mine's so similar, though. Just, like, knowing what I like and then not discarding what I don't, but, like, knowing in the back of my mind, I don't like this.
Yeah.
And then prioritizing the things that I do like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the people I like.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I've always been someone who, if I don't like it, I don't do it. So, personally, I did not have that struggle. Because I decided I didn't like to dance anymore in middle school, so I stopped dancing. And then I decided I liked it again, and then I started it again in college.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know, I guess kind of like relearning and revisiting things from growing up and, like, maybe giving it a little bit more thought.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I didn't, like, I don't know, I feel like thinking of a situation that happened that I think about quite a lot that maybe, like, makes me sad, angry, like, confused, and, like, rethinking it, like, a few years later with, like, a fresh mindset and being like, okay, everything worked out, everything's fine, but let's think about why that made me so upset, and, like,
Right.
maybe that thought process, or, like, how I could have changed my thought process in that moment. And obviously, these problems occurred when I was, like, from the ages of, like, 10 and, like, 16, so there was a lot other stuff going on. Like, obviously,
Right.
like, puberty was going on.
That's
so,
a
like,
biggie.
That's a biggie.
reflecting on that and looking at those situations and then taking that reflection and putting it into, like, my real life, where if
Yeah.
those things ever would happen again, or if they have happened again, like, slowing down to, like, rethink the entire thing. Like, I feel like I think things through a lot now.
Mm.
Like, I love to think the situation through and, like, find what could go wrong, what should not be said.
Right.
Like, I'm very much a think before you speak person, and that's
Mhm.
why I usually tend to sit back and be quiet in class, because I am thinking about what I'm saying, and the conversation is moving faster than I can think sometimes.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
What I like about that too is you've talked about this a little bit, but you also give your younger self so much grace that, like, of course you reacted and thought this way because of all this context and all this context you didn't have yet. Like,
yes.
you can't blame yourself for how you used to act.
No. Because it was very valid.
Yes.
At that age, before, like, hitting puberty, like, no shit, I was going to act in that way or,
Right,
like, lash
right.
out. But I wouldn't do that now.
Yes.
Because then that would be uncalled for.
Right. Because now you have all
Now I
this
really learned
wisdom
it.
and context and maturity.
100%.
Thinking about that Taylor Swift song where it's like, when did I grow out of throwing a temper tantrum?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That just, your conversation made me think about it.
Who knows? I don't know.
I feel like I still do.
Bring back temper tantrums.
I'm feeling like when I was, like, maybe, like, 12 or, like, 11, I was probably like, it's not getting me anywhere. And a temper tantrum never got me anywhere when I was little. Obviously, it doesn't really get anyone anywhere, let's be real here. But, like,
Yeah.
there was other problems going on in the house. I couldn't just throw a temper tantrum in there as well. Like, there was, like, no need. What else?
As college goes, obviously this is such a serious episode, but we do have fun. Brain rot.
Brain rot. Oh
Brain
my
rot,
god.
we love brain rot. We're lazy too. Not everything's go, go, go. What's your favorite brain rot?
Amici Pizza on TikTok. I watch their videos all the time. It's like this pizza place in Arizona, and they just like blew up on TikTok one day because of their Shirley Temples, and there's nothing special about the Shirley Temples either, but like, yeah, I don't know.
Brain rot?
Hamilton edits. I get Rapunzel. We just watched the Judy Hopps one. Mike Wazowski as Aaron Burr.
Specifically to wait for it.
Wait for it, yeah. It's my
I sang
favorite
that this
thing.
entire weekend. I couldn't stop.
Good.
It's so good.
It's
So
so
good.
good.
It like is always in my head.
Yeah. Hamilton never leaves my brain. I
It's too
do.
good.
Too good. How was it when you saw it?
It was really good when I saw it. I loved it, and I was really shocked that I didn't. I knew I wasn't gonna get bored because I like all the music and like I've loved Hamilton for so long, but like it is an over 3 hour show,
Right.
so like I knew I was definitely going to like maybe nod off, but I didn't. I was very
Good.
engaged the entire time, and I did not. Well, okay, unpopular opinion. Maybe during like Philip's death, I was like a little bit like, let's hurry up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, oh my
Fair.
god.
That's very fair.
I literally was like, okay, like.
I was never sure you were gonna say like burn.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no.
Thank God.
No, never. Well, when I was actually watching Burn, I was thinking back to the did you watch that? I think it was Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon. Philippa Sue went on Jimmy Kimmel and she was like, I sang the wrong verse.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she was so frazzled, but you have to keep going.
So like she just like stopped singing at one point. Like she had gotten through the second verse because she used the second verse during the first verse. So then she just like sat there with the fire burning, and like
people thought it was so metaphorical and awesome.
Yes.
Which I would have too. I would have been like,
that was
the
it.
lyricism of saying nothing at all. Turning 21 and 22. You know.
Anything at 18. Nothing.
See, I just reposted a Lulu video of that. I'm gonna put.
You don't know Lulu?
Who the fuck is Lulu? Do you even know
much
me?
long talking about him?
I know.
I feel like I bring him up way too often.
know you bring him up. I don't know.
Yeah, so they've been on your For You page because Claire's reposted.
Oh, okay.
In my shower, just so I can sit down while hot water falls down on me.
And that's why I miss our shower.
I do know who this is. It's because you repost them.
I know, I fucking love. Let's watch a few more.
No, I will be sleeping. Trust
I
me.
fucking love it.
Sleeping. I will be dreaming. You don't need to be beautiful. You don't need to be pretty. I was worrying and worrying.
I showed my this last night.
Trust the universe, and everything is gonna work out for you. Trust me, baby. I was worried.
I was wondering.
Lolo, the funniest man alive.
I love that how we just went from talking about like philosophical things and
Right.
then Baka, you were just like, okay, let's make this fun now.
Let's make it fun.
This is like really boring to me. Let's make this fun.
Well, now that since we like
Club
basically
Dunk.
like bruh Club Duncan. Now that we basically just like preached at you guys, I feel like for 30 minutes, so sorry, but now we can we'll do our last segment of the show. Tell me you're a college girl without telling me you're a college girl.
Mine is Ellie and I went to Buffalo yesterday to drop off Ellie's sister at the airport, and we decided to go to Sonic for lunch. And when we got there, we decided to eat inside, and we were named Sonic VIP.
That was epic.
We literally got a table marker, Sonic VIP.
It was awesome.
Awesome.
That's college. I don't know.
It is. Backup.
I don't know mine.
I can go. What do
You go,
think?
yeah. You go.
First, I have to burp though. So it actually wouldn't come out. Similar to Claire's story, we went to go drop off my sister and my friend Jill at the airport, and when I turned my car on, Dad, don't get mad.
It's super chill.
It's super chill. It's all
Turn
fixed
off,
now.
Mr. Foley.
No, I turned on my car and my skid lights were on, like the skid light badge, and like
The light.
the light
Yeah.
badge, and then the check engine light was on, but like the car sounded fine.
Yeah.
I think it was just a computer issue because the skid light was on as well, where like the skid,
We weren't even moving.
The car hadn't moved yet, so
No.
I hadn't even hit black ice. Like there was no way that the car could have been out of control in that driveway.
The car was not out of control.
It was fine. So we were like, okay, let's just like drive to Buffalo and we'll see what happens. I had my AAA card, and
You were protected.
it was all gonna be fine. And literally, we also when we got to Buffalo, we realized we both did not bring any credit or debit cards. We only had Apple Pay. So, and we were running out of gas. So we had to go to a gas station, figure out how to use Apple Pay there. Realize that you couldn't. We were just doing it wrong. And we went inside. I paid $20 for a phone charger because my phone was also dying and so was Claire's, and we had to like get home with GPS. And quickly realized that Apple Pay was working out there. I just had to put my PIN in. I just didn't realize that.
Right.
So,
And that's college.
and it's college. And it all worked out, and by the time we turned back into the driveway at Pink, the light had turned off.
Yeah.
So super chill.
Super chill. And it was a learning process. I feel like I know a little bit more about cars now.
And we problem solved.
We were very good problem solvers. And we had time to eat inside a Sonic.
And we ordered online, so we knew they accepted Apple Pay.
Boom.
Epic. Baka?
Epic. The only thing I can think of is me running home because I forgot my wallet.
No, that was so
That's
funny.
funny.
Oh my god.
Tell them the story.
I was skipping, and then literally halfway there, I was like, "Oh my
Halfway
god!"
where?
To the bar end. I was like,
To the bar.
To the
To the bar.
I was like, "Shoot!" I don't have my wallet. Gave no thought. Turned around, and started running.
No one followed her.
No, criminal. This is where we were just running to watch our game dance because we were on this wrong side of the arena. Baka booked it like it was redoing the escape room.
I may not look like I may be getting quick, but I got some wheels on me.
Becca's the fastest person I know.
I don't have endurance, but I can
You can
sprint.
sprint.
I can
Yeah,
sprint.
yeah.
There you go. That's all you need, though.
That's all I need.
And it worked. You got
If
the
I got-
wallet, you got the escape room, and we
And then
saw the game
Jill
dance.
and I also ran home.
Yeah, they did run home. Yeah.
Whoa.
They booked it home after we left the bars.
Oh my god.
Well,
I miss
Friday
Jill.
night.
Ellie said, "Becca, don't run." And then Joe was like, "Becca, don't listen to Ellie. Don't be her bitch." I said, "Ellie, I'm not your bitch." And I was like,
Bruh. Oh. Don't
I'm not your bitch.
That's crazy.
That's
What the frig?
As if you weren't staying at Ellie's house, so.
I'm not your bitch. What the freak?
But that freak.
Oh my god.
Okay, I think that's all we have for today.
That's all I
It
got.
is.
But thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank
We
you.
will see you next week. And
Wow.
we love you. Mwah.
Lulu.
Lulu.